without complicating any terms, real world asset is nothing different than this water bottle that we have here, or the cup of coffee that you sip every morning, or the toothbrush that you use, or the car that you use in your Uber, or the one that you drive, or the apartment that you stay in, or the plane that you sit inside. This is the as simple as it can be. These are real world assets. Now, almost everything that we do in our day-to-day basis are based on some of these things that we consume or use on daily basis. These are all real world assets. Now, why is the whole RWA, real world asset trend, has come to the blockchain world? First of all, it's literally 40 to 50 trillion, probably 100 trillion. I don't even know the numbers. They're so big because they're part of everyday lives. That's the size of what we consume as people on an everyday basis. But if you go into the details, like if for a cup of coffee that you sip, where were the beans farmed, right? How did they come here? How did they travel in the nice bag? How did they actually get to make that coffee finally into to the cup that you're having? Or the steering that you're holding, where the rubber came from? How did that actually get manufactured? Where the raw materials from that came, and how did that actually come and to be at the car that you are riding into? This is now where the things get interesting, right? Because every part of that supply chain, from manufacturing, raw material sourcing, to the deep tier suppliers, all the supply chain is massively linked financially. And today, the banking system is kind of inadequate to serve this. That's the reason why blockchain has been looked at a major technology to solve the massive interconnectedness of this massive economy that we're looking at. Because if you really look at from the manufacturer to the shipping to eventually how stuff gets to every individual, today there is no banking system that can track it. The payments are very delayed, the fundings are inadequate, and that does cause potentially massive catastrophes, like we saw in the COVID-19 world. What happened suddenly, or even just one ship, that was stuck somewhere in the canal, caused so much disruption. So this is something that we overlook on day-to-day basis, but it is massively linked to our day-to-day lives. And in the context of blockchain, how do you represent a real world asset? Like if you have an apartment in a building, that's like a title deed. Or if there was a shipment of coffee that you ordered, it could be represented by an invoice or a purchase receipt. Once you start really getting these key documents or data recorded on a blockchain, you can have like this world of unlimited possibilities with it to solve the problems that have not been solved before. Let me tell you, there's a $5 trillion gap in just trade finance alone. If you look at the overall real world asset economy, it could be probably $30 to $40 trillion. No one knows the numbers, how big these are. And blockchain as a technology really only stands out to solve problems of that scale.